Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I am going to be doing 14-6 Elite Mode, Battle of Edelberry Valley. The feats this time around are to defeat 7 enemies within 8 turns and obtain the treasure. And of course, so that's a kind of funny feat. The other one should be interesting to do, so let's begin. Actually, what I should probably do is get better gear on my Shuri before I start. Right? I still think Shuri with Attack Blessing can still wipe out those 2 enemies in the south. So before I begin, let's get her better gear. And the gear should probably come from Elwyn's Ragnarok, for example, and stuff like that. So where is she? She's a 4-star hero, so she's much further down for me, right? And here, so we're going to replace the Devil's Axe with Elwyn's Ragnarok, right? And I'm going to change up her gear entirely. So for example, let's find her a last rites from one of my other characters so that she can have better stats for this fight. So maybe Omega's last rites. Let's replace the Jormungandr's Eye with a King's Crown that can also give attack. And then let's replace her Judge's Talisman, which is currently level 20, with the level 50, I guess, Overlord's Badge from Omega. So my Shuri just took Omega's gear with a Ragnarok from Elwyn. I could also actually just, you know what? No, let's replace this with a Slayer's Emblem. Sorry. Because Slayer's Emblem will allow her to do additional damage to flyers. So that can actually come from Elwyn as well. So partially Elwyn's gear, partially Omega's gear. So with that adjustment, I think the 4-star Shuri should do fine in the south. And I'm going to use the exact same strategy then as the normal mode clear. So let's see, scrolling over, let's drop Shuri here, right? And she's really just going to charge forward to attack the mechanical archer, right? Which has the map-wide attack range. Tiaris will still attack Blessing Shuri for the kill. Luna is going to go north, right? And then I have Ledin and Yulia. Or no, was it? I don't even remember. Definitely Ledin. Not sure about Yulia. We'll keep it as is though. The only question is, I'm really thinking I need to have the Faith skill on Yulia for the increased 15% damage dealt. Because I am very much finding Yulia unable to kill things very often. So maybe I'll just replace the Holy Justice skill in this case with Faith. Right? That way she can still do 2 range attacks. But she also now has, she now has 15% additional damage. So let's try this. And begin. Turn on Danger Zone. And skip. And skip again. So, Shuri moves over here initially, right? And Tiaris is going to attack Blessing Shuri. Next, Luna is going to charge north and Wind God Realm. Right. And then just faction buff up. On the spot. So Yulia then can move a bit further forward, and so can Ledin. Yeah, pretty much expected. Shuri gets attacked and slowed. And so, skip. Shuri ends her turn this turn on the spot. And Tiaris is going to start charging north. So, let's have let's have Ledin start moving up. Not activating his Divine Guard because I can't trigger the enemies to attack you. And I'm just going to have Luna move up and maybe give a buff to Ledin. Not sure that was useful at all. So Shuri now has to attack. Alright, so this turn I'm going to have Tiaris move up to buff up everyone with Healing Light first. And then Ledin is going to charge forward and basically tank a hit from the enemy. I don't really want to take the hit from the Cavalry General, so I'm just going to have Ledin go up because he can only guard one attack right now. Right. So he just moves up like that. Let's skip that. And yeah. So I'm not going to move anyone else into range. So why don't I just have, let's say, Luna move up like this, and King's Crown buff, Yulia move up a tile, and then Shuri, who has Attack Blessing, for 2 more turns, will attack a Mechanical Archer, destroying it, and then attack the Flyer. So this strategy does rely on having a teddy bear or Jugler plushie on Tiaris, right? But I've had that for a very long time, so... And with Slayer's emblem and everything, Shuri easily crushes the Flyer General as well. Okay, excuse me. So Ledin kills off a Cavalry General as planned. And now, let me just double check. Kruger has actually +3 skill range and so on, so he can move really far to attack actually. In this case, I don't want to trigger him. So what I'm going to do is probably have Yulia just discipline attack here. Or actually, I'm just going to hang around, right? But I think might be best for me to send Luna up here so she's ready to attack the Battle Mage. So let's do that. She's gonna fly north. Next up, these guys like to attack healers, so I'm going to just move Tiaris over like this. But before that, Ledin is going to end his turn, right? And I might as well move I could have Yulia kill this Cavalry guy, but there's no real point. So maybe I'll just move her up. It's a waste of a skill. Well, let's have her melee attack. Yeah, so I don't do enough damage to kill it, but I don't waste it with my skills either. And then Tiaris is going to move up here, and I think I'm going to Miracle up at this point. Because I just don't know what kind of damage the enemies are going to do to me. And then Shuri is not going to trigger the enemies. I don't really want them to attack me. I'm simply going to move Shuri up over to be ready to grab the treasure. The roses. So the enemy actually chooses to attack my Luna. Interesting. I didn't really expect that. Which is fine. But a little bit unexpected, that's all. 3 more enemies spawn in the back now. And given that's the case, I'm actually going to pull Luna back. You know what? Let's see, the feats are still defeat 7 enemies within 8 turns. I've actually kind of lost count. I think I killed what? 2 cavalry, 2 south, that's 4, 1 flyer, that's 5. 5 enemies killed, 7 needs to die. So 6 and 7 would do it. So, okay. Don't want to trigger Kruger, as I mentioned. And I want to kill the Mage General. So for now, I'm just gonna hang here. Let's have Yulia. Okay. let's have Yulia discipline attack this flyer general. And that will heal up Luna. Okay. And then this flyer general will die against Ledin, even though Ledin doesn't have Divine Guard. Normally, if I didn't have Gift of Eternal Life to heal Luna to full, I would probably pull Luna back this turn and have her faction buff. Then next turn, use Wind God Realm to kill this mage, this battle mage. But since I actually do have Yulia to heal my Luna to full, why don't I just simply have Luna attack? Like this. Right? And she'll kill it. And then I can also save my Wind God Realm. And down it goes. And then I still don't want to trigger these enemies, so I'm just gonna end Tiaris' turn. And meanwhile, Shuri just is waiting to grab the bouquet of flowers. The heavily damaged enemy dies. And now I'm really not afraid of having Ledin engage. That's the thing. So why don't I just have Ledin move back and Divine Guard here. For now. Tiaris will Healing Light. You know. And Yulia can just move back. Actually, I'm just going to have Yulia ready to attack this side. Okay, so let's end Yulia's turn, and Luna is going to just faction buff this up this turn, and Shuri can end their turn. I don't want these enemies to go after Shuri, so I'm going to move her back and have Luna faction buff up. So I'm just waiting. Let him kill. It's now turn 7, right? This is the turn where I actually had to have... Actually, next turn is where I need all those enemies killed. Alright, so now what I need to do is have Ledin kill off these two before I shift back to fight the other group. So... I mean, I can just place Ledin here, I feel, and he should do fine. While he still has Divine Guard up. Pretty sure he can one-shot these guys. So in the meantime, I'm going to start shifting Luna back. And the plan is to have Luna... Let's see. I'm just gonna move... If I move Luna here, that should be fine. And... for now... I just want to double check these two infantry. They don't have anything special. So yeah, I can just start shifting characters over. And Shuri continues to wait. So Ledin, counter-attack strike against the infantry general, one-shots. Second counter-attack strike against the infantry general should also one-shot. Yep. And now I shift. So Ledin starts coming back over. I'm going to have Yulia start moving forward, because I'm going to start forcing the engagement. And Tiaris is going to attack blessing my Luna, who can use her Wind God Realm to attack. So move up, Wind God Realm, move another 3 tiles, and strike Kruger. And with the attack blessing, Kruger gets one-shotted. Right. And then at this point, Shuri can start grabbing the treasure. Took away the fireworks Kruger planned to use for his wedding. You're the groom? Oh my god. And the treasure is 100 Trinity crystals. So there we go. At this point, there's just 2 of these Lancer generals left. And they're easy kills. If you're completely uncertain, you know, we can miracle up here. And then have Yulia move 3 and discipline attack. So it's a good thing I actually brought discipline. Yeah. And then attacks from Shuri and Luna to finish off the last target. Luna strike. It's actually able to go just 1 shot. And there we go. And then the wedding. Why is there no skip button? There we go. Defeat 7 enemies within 8 turns. Obtain the treasure. There we go. So I guess the strategy I ran is indeed a little bit finicky, but it works. And you know, it's finicky because you do need Tiaris to have the teddy bear, right? For Shuri to kill off 2 targets, for example. And I needed Yulia with Gift of Eternal Life to heal my Luna up to full, right? Because Gift of Eternal Life brought my Luna, who got damaged by the enemy, up to full health so that she could one-shot the enemy mage. But this works quite well overall. So there we have it. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you found this video useful to you. Nitro out.